these chemicals, they have certain effects with each other. So like a lot of times you'll study a product and you're like, whatever it is, vitamin D or, B vitamins or whatever. And you'll do the research and go, oh, vitamin D is good. Okay, so get some vitamin D. Riboflavin, thiamine, those are good. So I'll get some of that. But then you get these like multivitamins, or you get these like liver products or prostate products, or name your product with X amount of compounds in there. These compounds probably have like a synergistic effect with each other, where maybe they don't cancel each other out, but one might enhance one might cancel something out. So I feel like that's kind of a common thing you see so much. And in America, especially, we have that notion that, well, if something's good, more is better. So we just start piling on stuff. And it's interesting because lately I've just been hearing so much people turning their backs on things like multivitamins, people really shunning the multivitamin world.
I've developed a few multivitamins, and I spent anywhere from like 1 to 2 years doing the studies, blending the studies, looking at the input levels, looking at the forms, trying to get the right standardization of all these ingredients. And it is super, like just having a product with like 5 ingredients is hard, but when you have like 20, 30 ingredients and they have to all be at these certain levels for the life of the product, and these ingredients interact with each other in certain ways, like we'd have to look at like, okay, we're going to blend these so many ingredients, and then we have to let the blender go for a little bit, and then we can add some more, and then we have to add like some kind of drying agent, and then let the blender go more, and then add these ingredients. Like, we were doing studies on just how we blend it, because you can actually create like hot spots, what's called, like where you have like too much of one ingredient and too little of another in certain parts of the blend. And there's a lot of work that goes into it. Literally spend years on a multi. It's not easy. Anyone who just says they're going to put out a multi and puts out one in months, it's like they're not doing the work. It's super hard. But I agree with you. Like, one of the things that I mentioned on my Instagram just recently on like buying, like, how to buy a good supplement. One of the things I lean towards is, maybe like 3 to 6 ingredients. I think less is more. I don't like proprietary blends. I don't like a kitchen sink of ingredients. A multi is kind of like an exception. And again, you can argue whether you should take one or not, but I like for the ingredients to have complementary mechanisms of action. So, a lot of these products, let's say they're some blood sugar product or whatever, and they'll have 12 ingredients that have all been shown to impact blood sugar. Well, why are all 12 of those there? We should know what each mechanism of action is that we want to impact, pick the best ingredient for that mechanism of action, and then put those ingredients together so they have synergy. And it's probably not going to be 12 ingredients unless you have 12 mechanisms of action. So it's literally just marketing fluff to have all those ingredients in there at probably the wrong doses. Or if they were all the effective doses, you're kind of overdosing. So, it's either way, it doesn't make sense. Like, what does make sense is using the effective dose per the studies, and then having something else go a different mechanism of action that could be potentially in there as well.